Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. We have lots of progress in our missions and our progress tree. I might have forgotten to say it yesterday, but thank you to the developer and the publisher for sending me a key to play the game early. You guys should know that, but if you knew that I was interviewing one of the developers later today and that the videos were up before yesterday, hopefully you intuited that in the first place, but it's important to declare. We have 21 available crowns to unlock stuff up our progress tree here. Let's see, where's our there's new terrain, river, new mechanic technology cards, new mechanic mercenaries, new location university, new faction the Republic. Where's the other new faction up here? The Order. Alright, I think I'm going to start going straight up and then I'll worry about stuff on the sides later. So let's unlock the training camp, send 12 units to each aligned military building with it. Tax office, gain 15 for each aligned building. Strategic pavilion, recruit 8 archers for each adjacent military building. New terrain, rivers. The river works best when continuous. It's a great source of gold. Unlock 4 new cards. Then fishery is new. We'll take the bridge. The river castle is a classic. New mechanic technology cards are passive effects that boost us. Also unlocks 9 new cards. That takes us down to 10 crowns. The optimizer, once unlocked, this card will randomly appear. Increase the exploration multi-row bonus by 1. New mechanic mercenaries. Hire mercenaries to temporarily help you fight the enemy. That's very interesting. New location university. Select a new technology card of your choice when visiting this location. So this is a map location. Erudition. Once unlocked, this card randomly appears. After each round, you have a 4th level 1 card to choose from. Interesting. Ports. Refill your defense or upgrade a card for free when visiting the port. And new faction, the Republic. This urban faction has a unique ways to occupy the land and a very powerful central building. Unlock 3 new cards. The Stronghold. End of round, recruit 4 for each adjacent empty square or border. Gosh, we got so much stuff. And we do not have enough stuff to unlock new mechanic Faith. So we'll come right back down here and take the exploited lands. So that's 24% out of all of that. So now we can start a new run, normal, and we can choose the Republic. The Republic is all about creating the biggest medieval city. It's weaker at the start, but stronger as you grow your economy. Its unique cards allow you to create and leverage a special terrain called the Neighborhoods. The Belfry is the central card of your deck with 10 levels and various upgrades to choose from. And we have quests. Add lumber camp to your starting deck to explore 20 neighborhoods. End the round with at least 15 neighborhoods connected to your belfry. Increase your starting resource. Beat the Act 1. Increase starting resources. So our belfry gets 3 gold and 2 neighbors or 2 citizens for each neighborhood in the city. And downtown turns plains and forests into neighborhoods. Let's take them out for a spin. Straight into a standard peaceful region. You'll love to see it. Right, immediately bank the long piece. I need a L piece the other way to go over there somewhere. But lacking that, we'll make some lines and see if we can make a Tetris in just a moment. We can do this. Right, here's our belfry. Get 3 and 2 for each neighborhood in the city. Right now, we don't have any neighborhoods. We're not going to get any until we can play our special player building that remains. We have another long piece coming. So... we are lacking good spots to make Tetrises in, unfortunately. But I do want to play the Belfry as best we can. There's downtown, so... there's the Belfry. This is going to have to go here. Downtown can go there. And get our first few citizens. Now, it's important we make the rows that have downtown as part of them. Alright, not a bad round. You'll notice that the Belfry gets connected neighbourhoods through downtown, so that qualifies as a space rather than cutting it off. Technology cards will now randomly appear as round rewards. Each technology card has a different effect. You can look at them and upgrade them in the deck menu. Unlike buildings, they don't need to be selected each round. Their effect is always active. Reduce technology cards' upgrade costs by 10%. So that's a technology card that does more for technology cards, which is not as good for us. We have no military might at the moment, so I think the stronghold is the thing to do. End of round, recruit 4 archers for each adjacent empty square or border. Now we have a choice. We can go to the guild, or we can go to the university and obtain a technology card. Well, from the university, we get to choose if we go wood or food, so we'll do that. Get a technology that boosts exploration, or get a technology card of any type. Let's boost our exploration. It's our only real way of getting resources right now. Gain 15 gold when exploring a single row. Obtain 5 wood when exploring a building adjacent to a forest. Or optimizer, increase the exploration row multi by 1. Give me optimizer. Right, so for these. Belfry needs citizens. Right now, we are really short on wood, so let's go to the wood depot. Assuming that we don't want to go to there, but we can go to this hostile region instead. We'll take the really big wood. We can upgrade the range of our downtown. That's very big. That's all the upgrading we can do right now. Let's check a look at some of these missions here real fast. So these 3 are new. We know about those. As for up here, end the round with a continuous river going from the bottom row to the top row without exceeding the grid. Hire 3 mercenary camps in a single round. Have a total of 10 mercenary camps. Various specific stuff, deck building, upgrade to level 3. The 2 cost reducing technology cards in the same run. Not sure quite what that means, but we can worry about a lot of this stuff down the line. Get rid of those exclamation marks for me. Right. We want to do the hostile region probably, just because we don't want the enemy to get stronger, even though we only have 1 military building. You can now hire mercenaries to help you for a round. Be careful, mercenaries can only be used for the round they've been paid. Until they've been paid, then they leave their deck afterwards. Right, well we put this into our deck. Hire mercenary cards. Mercenary camp. Garrison 15. 100 wood to get a mercenary camp. How many enemies do we have? 8, 9, 8 if they don't get anything extra. So 8, 16, 25. This is honestly looking to make maybe 16. So I think we could take a mercenary card. But would it take up one of our slots is the question. I guess we'll find out. The card Mercenary Camp will be available for this round only at the price of 100 wood. At the end of this round, a card will be removed from your deck. Okay, so that does count as one of the cards. So Stronghold is not going to get played yet, which is a problem because this is 15 guaranteed against these. It's axes. Axes are strong against swords. They don't have any swords. I don't have 50 gold to upgrade. I think we're just going to have to take the hit because I really want to get more neighborhoods to upgrade my Belfry. Possibly should have taken the non-combative round, but we will see. Let's start here. $15 axes. Rally point. Recruit 4 for each adjacent plane or field. Well, you can go next to my building. That way you don't get any growth. Reserve the long piece. This is fine right here. Then another mercenary camp. Go next to this one. Downtown can fit in this gap nicely. And now we get a huge extra bonus because we have Optimizer in play. Our multi-row bonus here is very big. Right. What we must do is get our Belfry attached to all of this stuff. That's very important. There is the Belfry. That's fine. You can go here. This can go... No, it can't go there because we would run out of room to interact with the Belfry. This is just a garrison. It doesn't grow. So this can go here just fine. This is their last military building. So we reserve that for the rest of time. This gets attached to our neighborhood. I'm going to drop this over here. So we now have 114 citizens, 118. Explore 20 neighborhoods. It's done. Stick that there and invert that over. And there is no way for us to explore another row, unfortunately, but that's fine. End of the round with at least 15 neighborhoods connected to your Belfry. So, axes, strong against swords. There aren't any swords. Arrows are strong against axes, so we're going to take out their 8 axes first and then go to their arrows. We'll have like... We'll lose about 4 points here. There you go. So, 4 health taken from us. But we knew that wasn't going to be great. We now start with a lumber camp with this faction. And 50 extra civilians. There's our combat log. Bunch of good resources. And we pick a card. Turn adjacent forests into plains and recruit 3. I think we do need more military might. But now we get to one of the most interesting things we can do, which is upgrade our Belfry. So, for 50 citizens, we upgrade and we pick among 3 possible upgrades. So we can garrison 10 axes. We can get 5 gold from our exploration instead of 3. Or we can get 3 citizens from connected neighborhoods instead of 2. Because we upgrade our Belfry to then find more citizens to upgrade our Belfry more, I'm going to take the 3 citizens upgrade here. And then for another 50 citizens, we can do it again. So now we can go to garrison 15. We can get 3 wheat from every connected place, or we can get 3 wood from every connected place. So we can go back and look at our stuff here. Right now, apart from exploring, we don't have any way to get more wheat, which is unideal. So upgrading wheat may be the route here. And now we need 100 citizens to upgrade that again, which we do not have currently, which is fine. We can go to the trade fair. I think I'm going to trade 200 wood for 320 gold for a specific reason that we'll show in just a moment. And then we're going to go to another hostile region, I think. We should be slightly better prepared for this one. But with the previous duchy we were playing, you spent wheat to upgrade the number of slots you have for your buildings. Now, we spent gold. So we spent 50 gold. We can take our wooden fortress, turn each adjacent forest into a plain and recruit 3 swords. Harvest 3 wood for each connected forest. So that doesn't chop down the forests. So we can take it with us. And then we can look to upgrade anything. We can upgrade our optimizer. Increase multi-row bonus by 2 is pretty big. Or this guy to 5 for each connected forest. I'm going to take the optimizer. We actually have enough to upgrade that again. I'm going to do it, because then we get more value from doing 3 rows rather than doing necessarily a Tetris. It's also a card that we will always have in play because it's a passive rather than an active card. Mercenary Camp, Wooden Fortress, Ranger Base. Connected Forests, turn each adjacent forest into plains. Alright, let's do it. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain and recruit 3 for each. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this down here. Set that over there. And then put this wooden fortress in the corner where it can't do anything to wood. I'm going to awkwardly stick this over here. We can fill this little nook with that. Here is our downtown. We haven't used our thing that turns forests into resources yet, so we can hold downtown till a more opportune moment. Ranger base, recruit 5 for each connected forest piece. That's unideal as well. That's there. We can't really get much through down here. We could just commit to not filling this section if we have to. I want to play the ranger base over here on top of that, because then it won't get any of the forest bonuses. Oh, this is probably going to be regretful. Alright, I'm going to do this. It's not the most ideal placement, but I've done it now. This end of round, recruit 4 for each adjacent empty square or border. So I'm going to put that there and try and keep the space around it empty. I'm not going to be able to fill up this bottom gap for ages, so I'm not going to try. this will convert the last couple of those in its range. This mercenary camp is the last enemy building. So we don't have to play it. I really don't want to connect this to forests. That stops them being connected to forests, which is good for us. We get to continue to explore. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain and recruit 3 for each. Filling in these gaps is going to be a nightmare. This won't do its thing until the end. Basically, I'm wondering if I want to play this for 13 in this gap just so that I get the exploration bonus for this row. I definitely can't put this up here. Is it worth 13 units to me? No, it's not. I'll lose out on a line clear if I have to. I can go there because it doesn't impede on the stronghold's edges. Can I rotate this through that gap? Yes. Nice. Now, I can end at any time I want, because I'm not going to complete these rows, and I'm unlikely to complete that row, so I don't need to play the rest of my pieces. I can just do this to end the round prematurely. That was actually quite nice. So, my swords are strong against your arrows, and then we can just do the rest. Good. Get some cash. Pick a card. Range 2. Recruit 10 for each production building in range. Recruit 4 axes for each adjacent plain or field, plus 15 if adjacent to at least 6 plain or field. I could go for a rally point. Get some axes. We already have archers, don't we? Yeah. Right, we have enough to upgrade our Belfry again. So now we have a decision to make. We can recruit 3 axes when next to cities of plains, rivers, or forests. Up ahead, we don't have any rivers yet. So we definitely don't want to do rivers. We can probably do plains, I think. So recruit 3 axes for each plain adjacent to city. Now you'll notice the Belfry has grown in size. It is no longer a 1-tile building. It's now a 2-tile building. So keep that in mind. Where are we? We just did this, so we're up to here. How much do we need food for upgrades? Quite a lot at the moment. I think a food depot run would be okay. Gonna go quite hard on it. Oh, we don't have the wood for these now. It's a hard life, isn't it? We got even more fresh missions. Obtain 75 in a single round. Recruit 40 with your Belfry in a single round. So many things unlocked, moving, progressing. Alright, up to this peaceful region. Do I want to upgrade the lumber camp? Wait, was that a peaceful region, did I say? Oh, I've locked my... I have locked myself out of this combat, which means the enemy is gonna, the boss is gonna get 15 stronger. So that means this lumber camp should be upgraded now because we're not doing combat in this next round. So we should take as many buffs and upgrades as we can. So, peaceful region. No combat. Stronghold, useless here. Rally point can come. Connected forest, turn adjacent forests into plains and recruit 3 for each. This gets us money, gets us less wood. I think I'd rather have the wood. Adjacent plains, gain axes which turn into money. That's fine. So we'll do it this way. And ready. Lumber camp. Have 7 for each connected forest. Right, so we just want to connect all of our forests together, basically. This is a terrible place for that to go. Look at all that wood. Right, such an early Belfry is a problem because we obviously haven't seen our the one that makes towns and town tiles. So I'm going to play this now. Just keep the selections are terrible. Just the upcoming tiles really don't fit into this section. Peasant 2, collect 2,500 wheat. I don't want to fill that gap. I guess this is going here. That can go there. Get more wood. Harvest 120 with a single lumber camp. Oh, there's more where that came from. Collect 150 resource with a single building. Alright, here's our downtown. Finally. Rally point. Recruit 4 for each adjacent plain or field. I'm going to stick this up here. Downtown can go there. That's nice. For what's upcoming, I think. Belfry. It's going here. Then we can hook this corner for a 2-line group, or even better, there's a 4-line piece upcoming. If I can make a Tetris on this side, I'd be very happy about it. Am I going to be able to with these pieces? Well, there's another straight line piece coming. So, stick that there. Stick that there. Stick that there. Look at the multi-grow bonus on this. Multi-row, not multi-grow. 9! A piece for those is huge. There are no other lanes we can finish with a single line, but this we can recruit more, which turns into money. Alright, as peaceful rounds go, I'm pretty happy with that. Obtained 75 in a single round. Urban planning. Start the future run with this faction's card. Add 1 neighborhood piece to the round deck. After each round, you have a 4th level 1 card to select from. I think it's early enough that this is pretty valuable. Recruit 8 for each adjacent military building. Send 12 to each aligned military building aligned with it. I like this as well, but I'm going to try this. Then a port. Refill defenses or upgrade a card. Refilling our defenses would not be bad since we spent so much of it on resources already. What does this level up to? A 4th level 2 card to select from. That's interesting. This goes to 2 neighborhood pieces. We probably do need to upgrade our military stuff though going into this last fight. But first we can upgrade the Belfry again. Right. Recruit 4 instead of 3 axes for each adjacent plane. Get 5 wheat or get 5 population. I think I'll take the military this time. Now we need 150 more. We've only got 50. That's fine. Down here, we can only upgrade one of these 2. This one needing the more expensive thing. Seems like it might be better. However, we already have tiles that produce axes, so something that produces swords might be better for us. Garrison 15. Turn each adjacent forest or plain, a forest into a plain, and recruit 4. And let's do this for 200 gold. And go up to our port for the first time. Immediately gain 50% of our defense back. Free upgrade. Upgrade a random level 1 card from your deck. You need at least 3 eligible cards to select this. Advanced upgrade 2. Upgrade a random level 2 card from your deck. You need at least 3 eligible cards to do this and pay 150 gold. Give me the defense. Saves me 250 gold in repairs. And then, do I want to pay 90 gold to do the rest? Or do I think I'll be okay against the wall? I think I'll probably be okay against the wall. Right. We want the wooden fortress. Stronghold is going to be difficult to build around in this encounter, I think. But at the same time, I think we just should try and make more military units if we can. So, let's go. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain and recruit 4. Watch this little move. Bam! You're never getting anything ever. Strategic Pavilion. Recruit 12 for each adjacent military building. How about this little maneuver? Bam! You're never getting anything. Wooden Fortress. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain. Recruit 4 swords for each. Right. Decent number of swords to start. This guy. We could try and leave the above and below of this empty. Probably the best we're going to get, I think. Right, there is no enemy buildings left, so there's this guy or a strategic pavilion. Recruit 12 for each adjacent military building, recruit for planes. This is the one I don't want to play. This guy is 3 tiles tall, which we can play over on the right-hand side. Where am I going to play this? Great question. We've got some tricky cards coming up. I really need this to raise itself up a little. This works though. 12 for each adjacent military building. I think I placed that over there. This can go here, which makes a nice gap around the stronghold. This isn't ideal because it's tiles that will already be downtown into more downtown. But unless I play it here, I guess I could. Oh, it's not pretty, is it? What does this rally point want? Adjacent plains. Don't know that we're going to have lots of that. Stick this one over here. Then... if this goes here, where does this go? Okay, we get some breathing room. This rally point can get some growth over there. This guy then lets the Belfry in over here. Belfry is going to do good work for us on the recruitment front, I think. And that is as high as we can go. Not many resources collected off of this one. Right, arrows, arrows, swords. Our swords better than their arrows. And our axes better than their swords. Right, so we can take out all of their arrows like this. That leaves us on about 6 of these guys. Then to take out their swords most efficiently, we want more axes. So we can do this, 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 that, and finish. All of the axes. Solid. Beat Act 1 with the Republic. Start with 100 extra gold. Reduce building cards upgrades by 20%. Recruit 5 for mountain pieces in range. Gain 20 for each row in it, each building in its row. Or collect 5 for each terrain square in its row. Let's make things cheaper. This is a 2nd level card already as well. So that's going to make everything else cheaper to upgrade, which is fine by me. Act 1 defeated. Welcome to Act 2, to a university to obtain a technology card. Reduce technology costs by 10%, increase your max health by 10, obtain 5 when exploring a building adjacent to a forest. None of these kind of fill me with joy. I guess I'll just take Strong Defender. In our last run, we did lose, and so all the more reason to be strong. Upgrading our Belfry to level 6. Recruit 5 for adjacent planes. Get 5 money. Or get 2 wood. I think taking the wood and just having a good all-round might not be bad. We are going to need stone to upgrade our Belfry further, which is interesting. As for other upgrades, Wooden Fortress or Rally Point. This says 2. But there's definitely 4 things here that can be upgraded. Which is interesting. I'm going to report that to the dev, I think. Alright, that is reported. Hostile region or peaceful region into university or guild. I think we need to take the hostile region. I can't risk the enemy getting stronger than they are, especially knowing how these bosses now operate. We should probably prioritize our gold spend on this. I forget, I have 11 cards in the deck, but lots of them are passives, and so I don't actually have that many cards to take out with me. We do have our first 5 mountains. Old Tower, recruit 7 for each mountain piece in range, plus 40 if surrounded by mountain. Recruit connected forest pieces, and mountain pieces. Garrison 17. Right, last time I made a big mistake with one of these, so let's try and not do that today. As for our upgrade, recruit 5 or increase my max to 15. Let's go recruit 5 for each adjacent plane. And we'll see how we go from there. Recruit 7 for each mountain piece in range. Alright, let's start simply by locking you out of being in range of mountain pieces. We have downtown coming imminently. So, stick you there, stick you there, stick you on top of that. Makes a nice large area for that. Recruit 5 for each connected forest piece. Can go down here quite comfortably. Then that there with Prime Belfry would be here, because then we get to use the extra tiles that downtown connects to. I'm okay with this. Stick that there, convert those. Beautiful. Connected forest pieces. I want the long piece to go down here. I need to fill up this 2x3 gap. I could do it with the lumber camp. I don't love it, but otherwise this is going to go here and it's going to make a real long ditch over there, which I also do not love. Adjacent plains. I could stick a gap in here. I don't want to. But then I need another long piece to fill this gap in, which sounds dangerous. This very simply goes there. Amusingly, there is the long piece I postulated needing. So, let's do that. Ah, this would be perfect there in like 1 turn's time. Alright, we're going to get some good gains from this multi-row bonus. Lovely. Woodcutter is there. Wooden Fortress, though, can still do some work. This is my Wooden Fortress. Probably time to give up on filling in this gap, I think. That goes there nicely. That can go there, which is pretty much perfect. Recruit 18. Recruit 3 for each connected forest piece and 6 for each connected mountain piece. This is recruit 17 both swords. So if I do this, I can still get line bonuses. I do need to explore more mountains, but to do so is going to give up some of my strength here. But I think we're okay on units, and I need stone, so we'll do that. Oh, I don't get the exploration bonus for that last piece. Good knowledge. Right, axes and arrows. My swords are strong against your arrows. That will do... Hold on. They have loads of swords. My axes will be good against your swords. That's 15... Let's do that into this and this, then into that, into there. They become swords, which is what I wanted. And we get 58 gold at the end. Lovely. In-round recruits 7 for each adjacent empty or square border. Reduce all stone costs by 20%. I like that. I like that a lot. Own 6 or more technology cards in a single run. So we need 32 stone. We have 27. We should be able to get that soon. Reduce technology cards upgrade cost by 10%. Yeah? Yeah. Can't reroll these for cash, which is interesting. It is not allowed. We have 2 new common challenges. Collect 10,000 wheat and explore 500 rows. Makes sense. And new ones here. Beat the Republic, or beat Act 2 with the Republic. Upgrade the Belfry to level 6 before reaching the wall. Wow. Interesting. That's going to be a lot of citizens to get. But a fun, interesting challenge, I think. Right, we are doing the hostile region, because I don't want the enemy getting any stronger than they already are. There is nothing to be upgraded here. And this is all of our cards. So, just straight into another fight. Stone Fortress. Each aligned mountain. Wooden Fortress. Turn forests into plains. Hidden Cave. Connected forest mountains. Mercenary Camp. Right, we'll see what we can do. Wooden Fortress. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain. No adjacent forest for you. Turn each adjacent forest into a plain recruit. We'll make sure we're ready for that later. Owing to how I have set this gap up here, I'm simply going to finish this level like that. It's gotten very ugly very quickly. Let's do... This is fine. End of round, recruit 4 for each adjacent empty square or border. Stick it down here, but I want the stone exploration bonuses, is the thing. Recruit 10 for each aligned mountain. Ah, oh, aligned is such a pain in the butt. do not love this. There is a lot of not loving this going on at the moment. So much not loving this. Right, downtown is going down there. That is finally starting to fill up this side. Collect 500 rock. This is really, really not pretty. Thank God the Belfry is coming up fast. Garrison 20. Finally get the Belfry in. Not my best Belfry by far. Recruit for each connected forest piece. Or connected mountain piece. That actually works great over there. That works great. That gives some to the rally point. This is the last enemy building, so we can just hold on to this. That's fine. I guess this is as good a spot as any for this. I'm going to do this long straight piece on the side, but I can't fit this in anywhere that lets me then play the hook piece there and the straight piece on the edge, which is a pain in the butt, clearly. Well, we get 2 explorations for that, so that's something. Wow, that's a bad one of those. That's okay. Let's fight. So it's all swords here for the enemy today. So we would like as many axes as we can get, which is not many. Well, here's what we can do. No. I do not love these numbers. I was trying to think if I could send 31 swords into 20 swords, I'd have 11 swords. Which I then, if I had 12 axes or 11 axes, I could then turn them into axes for the next bit of the fight. But I can't combine these before this fight. I can't do 2 separate actions. I have to do them in one long order, which is the tricky part. I do these swords. That's 30, 51. Minus 40 is 11. It still doesn't work. So I think it's just going to be axes into swords, and then the rest into the rest. We win by a single unit. I think recruit 7 for each mountain piece aligned with it is probably pretty good. Now we can finally upgrade Belfry to 7. Never seen it go this high before. Right. 3, 3, 2, 3. Recruit 4 axes for each plane, 6 for each field. Recruit 4 for each plane, 4 for each mountain, 4 for each plane, 4 for each wasteland. That's interesting. We're not making fields, like ever, so we shouldn't do that. I think that's plain to see. So it's stone or wasteland. I'm wondering about trying to do strategic wasteland play, because the wasteland's going to be there whether we like it or not later. But right now, the mountains are here, and we're probably going to keep the mountains, so... Let's play to our strength now. Master Builder 2, upgrade 25 cards. Downtown Range 3. God, I love it. Doing it. So that's capped out. Urban Planning, add another neighborhood. Add a 4th level 3 card to select from. Or we might want to think about preparing to add... Do we have an... Yeah, we have a new card to take into encounters with us. So we should hold some gold to upgrade our number of cards. Get a military building card with light units. Get a building card that produces gold. Or get a building card that produces forests. I think something that produces gold. And between 15 and 25 for each connected mountain piece. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but... Right, anywhere we go, we can get to where we're going, but we can do wheat and a port, or we can do stone and a trade fair. And then our combats are 35, 35, 30, or 45, 25, 30. Then we're going to go to the right, get a bunch of stone. Heaps of the stuff. So 377 stone. We are going to need stone for a lot of our upgrades. That's very cheap. Wheat is probably hardest for us to come by, right? It's just this that makes wheat. We're going to trade off some of our stone for a heap of wheat. Then come up to this hostile region. Oh, we'd have 300 gold. I need to, like, memorize these numbers because I'm bad at it. Yeah, this says one possible upgrade, but these two are both other types of card. So I think this number is slightly bugged. Add 2 neighborhood pieces in the round deck. Yeah, do that. It still says we can upgrade one. Who are you? Gold diggers. I'm almost certainly not taking you into this round. Though I would... Actually, I will, because we'll take out lumber camp, add gold diggers. Recruit 7 for each mountain piece aligned with it. Recruit 4 for empties. Let's do that because that's easier to do. And then we will upgrade our gold digger. Then hopefully we can get to 300 gold to do this. Still says I can upgrade something. Is it the gold digger again? It is. Alright, I'll take it. Stronghold. Empty squares. Empty squares surrounded by mountains. Alright. For a second, I thought this was going to be the boss encounter, but it's not. Let's start with this here. Hold that. Play that there. This goes in the corner. This covers that. 30 and 50 gold for each connected mountain piece. And there's another old tower incoming. There's our Belfry. Oh, the Belfry got giant. Oh my. I'm going to stick that in here. Their other old tower can hang out with this old tower. Then I want city next to long pieces. I'm going to stick that there. Right. Yeah, this is huge. I think I'm going to put this here. Put that there and hope we can get the neighborhood working over on the right hand side somewhere. This is mountain. I'm going to stick that there. Adjacent plains. Stick that there. Am I sticking that there? No, I'm sticking it here. Because then this L piece... Oh, it's not here yet. Yeah, well, this is going here. That's where it's going. That's going there. This is going here, and we're going to have to make these two tiles into neighborhoods if we can, for the benefit of the Belfry connecting to this further neighborhood. Recruit 7 for each adjacent empty square or border tile. That's good. Aligned mountain pieces. Good. Where is my guy? You want adjacent forest pieces. You want empty squares as well. We finally find downtown. I can put this... I can put this here. Though I don't think I should. Put that there. Then this has range 3. So I can put that there. This is fine. Yep, that got to here, which is where I wanted it to get to. Look at all those resources. That can go there. This can go here. Oh, this is going to end very nicely. Get completely encircled, buddy. Recruit 40 with your Belfry in a single round. Organized defense. Sword, sword, arrow, arrow. Our swords can take out all of these arrows. then all of these axes can take out all of these swords. And finish up here to our yeah, this is fine, I think. 45 to spare. Good, good. Plus 10 defense on our next one, or our next run. Or indeed, it looks like it's reflected already, which is nice. Harvest 5 wheat for each connected neighborhood. I like that, but we also have 600 wheat already right now. So maybe we don't need that. But we are, like, going to keep building giant towns if it can be helped. Though we can't turn wasteland into towns, which is part of a problem. Though the wasteland won't produce wheat. So, you know what? Give me a market. I'm here for it. The Keep. We do not have 300 gold. So we cannot unlock this. So I can spend a bunch of it on health if I deem that suitable. Which boss is this? I can... Towers. Towers recruit additional for each building aligned with them. They go out up and diagonally. Yes, okay. Add another urban planning to the deck, because that's one thing that is not a building. And we cannot upgrade anything else. Wooden fortress is fine. What tiles are we working with? An even spread of the 3, pretty much. Stronghold. I'm fine not taking with us. Let's take market instead of gold diggers. And that's going to be the round, I think. We could buy a mercenary camp. I'm not going to. Let's see how we do. Also going to turn my fan on. Hopefully you guys can't hear it when I put it onto a slightly lower setting. Okay, immediately. Hold on to that. This can go in this gap. So the towers are these buildings. And they recruit more if I put buildings on the ones with the eyeballs. So, I think this is good. Rally point. Adjacent plains or fields. Now, there are no enemy buildings to place, which is an interesting variation on proceedings. This one's adjacent plains and fields. Lovely. Right, we need to start building up a bunch of stone. Ideally, we want a lot of this stone to touch, I think. We're going to end up with a gap on this road, but there's not that many resources lost for it. Each aligned mountain piece. Okay, so they're going to get 20, but I'm going to get a bunch. Actually, let's do... I could just do here. But it makes an awkward gap in there. Well, if we play the market... There's not really a great place to play it, is it? Although I think this is only 1 tower's worth of eyes, so... I get a bunch of wheat, they get 20 units. Then this can go here, and that can go there. It's going in there. Wooden fortress is a building. I think I would rather have this here. That's 7 more archers. That really long boy is going to be tough to place. Put that there. This is going to have to go over something. Oh, that got 2 of them. Dang Drat and Blast. I have no idea how our numbers are looking. Alright, this is the last piece we can place. Right, so their unit types don't matter on this occasion, so we can just round everybody up. This is gonna hurt a lot. We might not win. 95 plays 180. We do not win. Not by a long ways. That's tough. That's very, very tough. Maybe the strategy here is to just bring less buildings in, but I'm not sure because most of our stuff was military. The market wasn't. But hey, lots of unlocks, lots of learning. So, join me next time. We will spend our crowns. We'll see what new upgrades and things we can find. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. If you want to check out the game for yourself, there's a link down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.